Good morning, Wetumpka High School. This is Kristen Whitlow.
And I'm Stone Minifield.
With your morning announcements. Before we begin, please pause for a moment of silence.
Now please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Attention, salute, pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The Armed Services Vocational Aptitude Battery, more commonly known as the ASVAB, is a multiple-choice test administered by the United States Military Interest Processing Command, used to determine qualification for enlistment in the United States Armed Forces. Major Hutto is administering the ASVAB on March 14th to any student, 10th grade and up, that is interested. There are many advantages to this test. It is designed to see what area the students may be better to serve, a type of career exploration test. It is 100% free, and it can assist in learning how to be more effective on the standardized test. You must pick up a permission form, and they are due back to Major Hutto by March 7th.
The 2019 Miss Warrior pageant will be held tomorrow, March 1st, at 7 o'clock in the Commons. Doors will open at 6:30. Admission is $5. Please make sure to come out and support the contestants. Also, don't forget to vote for your fan favorite and vote today at break.
Science Fair students competed in the state science paper reading last week at Tuskegee University. Congratulations to Logan Hammock for placing first in category and fourth overall, while earning a $500 scholarship. Logan will get to compete at the National Paper Reading the end of April in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Also, representing Wetumpka High School at the paper reading was Haley Donovan, who placed second, and Michaela Johnson, who placed third in their categories, and they tied fifth in the state for the Gorgas Science Talent Search Scholarship, receiving $500 each. Peyton Crosby, Garrison Clark, and Colton Green were also recognized as Gorgas Science Talent Search Scholarship finalists. And all Gorgas scholarships are eligible for additional scholarships from various universities throughout the state. Great job to all involved.
The choir classes are selling Krispy Kreme donuts. If they reach $3,000 in sales, Mr. Hodges will dye his beard blue. Please buy your donuts this week from any choir student. AP students, if you plan on taking the AP exam, the final payment for it is due today. Please bring cash or check to Mrs. Miller's in the guidance office.
Our Under the Stars prom will be held on March 16th at the Wetumpka Civic Center. Prom ticket forms are available in the front office. Payments and forms can be turned into Miss Campbell during 5th period. Attire for prom is formal, so tuxes and gowns. No hats are allowed, and no midriffs may be shown.
Seniors interested in singing at the graduation events, please see Mrs. McKenzie by March 13th to sign up for the auditions. Auditions will be held on Tuesday, March 19th, immediately after school. Teachers, the American Fidelity rep will be in the library all day today and until noon on Friday. All faculty and staff are required to meet and review their Section 125 benefits and sign the form whether or not changes are being made to your benefits.
If you would like your club, sport, or event highlighted in our show, please email Ms. T. Smith with the information at least a week in advance at tatum.smith@elmerco.com.
That is it for the announcements. Now here's Jesse with the week's character ed.
Hi, I'm Jesse Unger and I'm here with your character ed. This week's Black History Month, we would like to shine light on another African American, Harriet Tubman, also known as Moses of her people. Harriet Tubman is notorious rescuing many slaves after she was enslaved, escaped, and helped others gain their freedom as a conductor of the Underground Railroad. She is considered the first African American woman to serve in the military. She once said, "I freed 1,000 slaves, I could have freed 1,000 more, if only they knew they were slaves." Her legacy is now documented in the National Women's History Museum. Tubman died in 1913 and was buried in the military honors of Fort Hill Cemetery in Auburn, New York. This is your character ed with Jesse Unger.
This is Kristen Whitlow, Academics. Today we are talking about electives. These are some interviews for you. This is Kristen Whitlow, Academics. Today we have Kaylee and Ingram, and we are going to talk about the choir elective. What inspired you to choose choir?
I chose choir because I needed something to do other than dance, and Hodges asked me to come join, and I was really excited about it, so I just joined, and I've loved it ever since.
How long have you taken choir?
I've taken choir since the end of my 10th grade year all the way up until my senior year.
Why should students consider choir as an elective?
I think students should consider choir because it's a really great way to make new friends, and it's a great way to explore other interests you might have, and also the class is just really fun overall, and you get to learn a lot of cool songs.
Okay, this is the art teacher, Miss Duval. What inspired you to choose this career?
Oh, it's got two of my favorite things, art and kids.
How long have you taught this career?
20 years. Longer than you've been alive.
Why should students consider this elective?
Well, I have a couple different electives. I have Art 1. That's for non-artists. So if you've never drawn before, don't be afraid to take that class. Unless you're a freshman, excuse me. Secondly, I teach painting, which I like. It's a year-long class. You want to be able to draw just a little bit, or just try. You don't even have to be awesome. Then I have Art 2, also year-long, and Art 3 and 4, year-long.
All right, thanks, Ms. Duval. Today we have Haley and Sarah. What inspired you to choose journalism?
What inspired me to do journalism is I love to write, and I love the teacher, and in the middle of the year the teacher changed, and I even love this teacher even more. She's an amazing teacher. She inspires me so much, and that's why I love to do journalism.
I like to write. How long have you taken this elective?
This is my first year. This is my second year.
Why should students consider journalism as an elective choice?
Like I said, it's a really great class. She's a great teacher. If you love to write, love to learn new things, she's the best. I would recommend it to just about anybody that loves to write and learn new things. Yep. If you like to write, you're gonna write a lot. Do it.
Today we have Jacaria for theater. What inspired you to choose the elective?
I think when I watched Footloose, I was really interested in it, and I was like, hey, I want to do that. So I did it.
How long have you taken this elective?
This is my first year ever.
Why should students consider this elective?
It teaches them a lot how to act, and it can bring you out of being shy like it did me, and yeah.
All right, thanks, Jacaria. This is Skylar Payne for the news elective. What inspired you to choose this elective?
I was kind of shy and I just wanted to get more involved. So.
How long have you taken this elective?
This is the first year.
Why should students consider this elective?
It's really fun, but you still have to put in a lot of work for it. Especially if you're shy, it makes you not as shy.
This is Kristen with academics. Today we have Coach Disney talking about driver's ed and PE. What inspired you to choose this elective?
Well, choosing driver's ed and PE is real easy for me. I like to stay active, and also I like to make sure that teaching kids how to drive and stay safe on the road.
How long have you taught this elective?
I've taught PE for 9 years, and I've taught driver's ed for 2 years.
Why should students choose this elective?
Well, for PE to stay active, and it's a lifelong learning experience, and continue a healthy lifestyle through their adolescent years. Also, driver's ed, it helps them with getting their driver's license for one, and number two is it helps them get their discount on their insurance, and that'll help their parents out.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Hello, I am Jalen Gill with Wetumpka. What is 12 times 9?
Hello.
108, man.
Oh God, it is.
I'm here with Coach Powell.
Yes, sir.
Coach Powell, what
Yes,
is
sir.
10 times 12?
10 times 12 is 120.
Okay then! Jalen Gill, and here we are with Wetumpka with Trevor and Nathan. There, Nathan, what is 12 times 12?
144.
Hi, this is Mabry Calloway with this week's op-ed discussing what women wear. Girls and women all over the world, in school and in other walks of life, are being told what to wear, how to dress, how others perceive them by society, in turn making women feel uncomfortable in their own skin. Rape culture and toxic masculinity are huge issues in today's world, and I believe focusing on what women wear is one of the reasons. This subject has been a controversial topic since the dawn of time, whether it relates to what is worn in schools, at jobs, or what is worn on dates. Women, for whatever reason, are highly criticized for what is on their bodies and the distraction their clothing causes others. Most dress code rules state that an outfit must be within the confines of the environment in which a person is in. Even when following dress code, most young women are put under a microscope and expected to follow the rules, usually in opinions of those in charge, that aren't stated explicitly in the handbook or rules of working facilities. What women wear is being scrutinized based on someone else's opinion or someone else's perception. Look at what our own state auditor, Jim Ziegler, posted on his official Facebook page about what new Arizona Senator Kristen Sinema wore to her swearing in. Why is what we as women wear an issue for those around us? Women are being told what to wear and are still being grabbed, abused, etc., and whatever they're wearing. No matter the time period, no matter what the women were wearing, they were still sought out and abused. We have to stop focusing on clothing, on what people have on their bodies, and we have to start focusing on what is in people's hearts, because this is getting out of control. People should be able to feel safe and comfortable in their own skin, in their own clothing, in any environment. My shoulder isn't stopping you from paying attention to the teacher, and my knee isn't stopping you from reading your chapter assignment. My skirt isn't stopping you from working, and we have to stop telling young girls that it is their fault that people's eyes are wandering. Until we change the culture of how we deal with this, until we tell our culture to respect our women, we will continue to have this issue. What I wear is none of your concern, and in no way should allow you to make a comment or act on it, no matter what the attire is.
This past Tuesday, February 26th, a train was stuck on the tracks in Oregon because of heavy snow and fallen trees in its path. Every passenger was forced to stay on board because it was unsafe to leave or even to walk outside. There were nearly 200 passengers on at this time. Lots of people were getting frustrated because new crews were getting onto the train, but none of the passengers were allowed to get off. Even though everyone was getting antsy to get off, they turned it into a fun, eventful time. They started to form new friendships, play card games, tell heroic stories, and just bond with one another. Could you imagine being stuck on a train for over 24 hours? I can't, but it sure does seem these folks made the best of a bad situation. We should look at this story and know that no matter the situation we are in, it is how we choose to react that defines us. I'm Skylar signing off with this week's Community. Make sure you choose to have a great day.
Last Monday, the varsity baseball team played Ben Russell and Valley, winning against Ben Russell with a score of 8-2 and Valley with a score of 5-1. On Tuesday, the varsity baseball team won against Opelika with a score of 10-0, and JV baseball team won 16-6. Softball played hopeful and unfortunately fell short, losing 0-4. Our tennis team won 9-0 also against Opelika and are currently boasting a record of 5-0. Last Thursday, the varsity soccer boys and girls played Elmore County with the girls winning 4-0 and our boys winning 3-2. On Monday, the JV boys played Elmore County winning 5-2. Tonight, the varsity boys and girls soccer will be playing Pike Road at home starting at 5:30 p.m. They also will both have their first area game this Saturday at Stanhope. Here is the boys varsity soccer coach, Coach Knight, with his thoughts on the upcoming games.
All right, Coach, what are your thoughts on this game tonight?
I'm very excited about playing Pike Road. They have a new program. We have a couple of student athletes that know a couple of their student athletes. So there's been a little friendly join, and like I said, a game that we look forward to competing against Pike Road.
All right, how about the area game coming up on Saturday?
Area game, a little bit more excited about that one because it puts us in a position to actually break through, try to get us a playoff win or two. Stanhope has a great team. They're filled with seniors, but I feel like we can play our game. I think that we can be competitive, if not beat them pretty soundly, man. Like, we have very skillful guys, got great leadership, and anybody can be beat on any given day. I know they're good, but I think we're pretty good too.
All right, thank you.
Appreciate it, boss.
Hello, my name is Zaire, and for today's lifestyle, we are going to learn how to make a sweet and healthy treat. I am here to give you a gluten-free peanut butter cookie. It's delicious, nutritious, and gluten-free. Here's what you need. Preheat oven at 350 degrees, 1 cup of peanut butter, 1 cup of brown sugar, 1 egg beaten, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 1 tablespoon of sugar to sprinkle cookies with, or 1/4 of cup of sugar to roll dough in. Then put in the oven for 10 minutes. All the ingredients for a healthy and tasty treat. Hope this made your day. But if you're like me and allergic to peanut butter, do not eat the cookies. I'm Zaire Weaver with your lifestyle.